Capstone project as a thesis and a research work. Based from CHED Memorandum Order Number 25 Series of 2015, the thesis capstone project are required for candidates for graduation in all computing programs. Both the thesis and capstone projects are terminal project requirements that will not only demonstrate a student's comprehensive knowledge of the area of the study and research methods used but also allow them to apply the concepts and methods to a specific problem in their area of specializations. What is a thesis? It is a report of a scholar upon some piece of research which he/she has completed. In the area of computing, it is defined as a technical report on a systematic investigation of problem that can be solved using computing. It may include a solution, an approximate or partial solution, a scientific investigation, or the development of results leading to the solution of the problem. Capstone project, an undertaking appropriate to professional field. It should be significantly addressed in existing problem or need. In IT, Capstone project focuses on the infrastructure, application, or processes involved in implementing computing solution to a problem. Responsibilities of a capstone project student. Upon enrollment in the thesis capstone project, the researcher has the sole responsibility of conceptualizing, undertaking, monitoring, and writing the thesis report. It is therefore necessary for a researcher to learn the necessary skill and competency in the conduct of a research. Although there will be an assigned advisor who will guide the student researcher in the conduct of the study, it is not the advisor's responsibility to feed everything to the researcher, because this defeats the purpose of teaching a researcher to be independent and to be competent. Besides, it will be the researcher who will present the results of the study in the final oral defense and not the advisor. A. Project duration. The thesis capstone project will be completed within 2 semesters, Capstone Project 1 and Capstone Project 2. In case that the student will not be able to comply the requirements within the prescribed semester, he/she will be given another 2 semesters as an extension to complete the capstone project. Failure to complete within the 4 semester duration, the student will be required to re-enroll Capstone Project 1 and Capstone Project 2, considering that the average lifespan of a software is 3 years. In case that the student will pass thesis Capstone Project 1 but will fail to complete Capstone Project 2 within 2 semesters, the student will be required to re-enroll thesis Capstone Project 1 and thesis Capstone Project 2. B. Project group composition. The capstone project group will be composed of at most 3 members, depending on the complexity of the project. A student will be allowed to choose their group members, but still, the subject teacher has the final decision to approve the said group depending on the capability of the members of the group. C. Project advisor. The Dean Program Chair is given the authority to select the student's advisor and panel members based from the faculty members' competency and expertise on the capstone project topic. The selection of advisor for the capstone project will be limited to those faculty members from the ICT. Appointment of advisors from another department, colleges, institutions, universities will be allowed on a case basis. Contract a service. Faculty members may handle capstone project advisorship provided that there be a permanent faculty member who will be a co-advisor to ensure that there will be somebody who will assume the advisorship once the contract of the former is terminated. The maximum member of capstone project advisorship is 5 per faculty member. D. Panel composition. The Dean Program Chair will be assigned qualified and competent faculty members who will constitute the defense panel. The defense panel shall be composed of the following. First, First chairman, preferably the dean program chair or a faculty within at least master's degree. Two members, one may be content expert. E. Duties and responsibilities of the panel chairman. Brief the proponents researchers about the proposal hearing oral defense program during the actual proposal hearing or oral defense respectively. Issues that predict. The verdict is an anonymous decision among the three members of the thesis capstone project proposal hearing or oral defense panel. Once used, it is final and irrevocable. Nominate a thesis capstone project for the Outstanding Research Capstone Project Award. F. Duties and responsibilities of the panel members content expert. Validate the endorsement of the advisor. The panel serves as internal auditors, putting some form of check and control the kinds of thesis capstone project being approved by the college. Evaluate the deliverables. Recommend a verdict. Listen and consider the requests of the advisor and or the proponent's researchers. Nominate a thesis capstone project for the Outstanding Research Capstone Project Award. G. Duties and responsibilities of the project thesis capstone project subject teacher. The subject teacher is by default the advisor of all groups assigned to him or her. Announce research capstone project areas at the start of each semester to the students. Conduct general meetings with the student to discuss the capstone project guidelines, policies, and deliverables, and to allow the student to raise and clarify issues. Select proposal hearing and oral defense panel for each team. Schedule research capstone project activities such as the deadlines and deliverables and proposal hearing and oral defense session. Duties and responsibilities of the project thesis capstone project subject teacher. Post schedule, proposal hearing and oral defense guidelines, requirements guidelines, and other announcements. Furnish every member of the proposal hearing and oral defense panel with all be necessary capstone project document before the proposal hearing and oral defense. File at least one copy of the proposal hearing and oral defense panels evaluation, including revisions, and the revised and approved deliverables at every stage of the research capstones project. Submit collected grades of students under her section from the term. Age, duties and responsibilities of the advisor. Ensure that the student proposed by the students conforms to the standards of the college and his immediate or appropriate or potential impact in the research trust of the university rather. Guides the research capstone project students in the following tasks while in the proposal stage. Defining the research problems, objectives in a clear specific terms. Building a work bibliography for the research. Identifying variables and formulating hypotheses, if any, determining research design, population to be studied, research environment, instrument to be used, and the data collection procedure. Duties and responsibilities of the advisor. Meets the team regularly at least twice a month. Noted, the team must seek properly appointment to answer questions and help resolve impasses and conflicts. Advisor must be remind the proponents, researchers to do their works properly. Reviews thoroughly all deliverables at every stage of the research capstone project to ensure that they meet the department's standards. The advisor may also require proponent's research to submit progress reportings recommends the proponent's research for proposal hearing and oral defense. The advisor should not sign the proposal hearing notice and the oral defense notice if she believes that the proponents of a researcher are not yet ready for proposal hearing and oral defense, respectively. Thus, if that proponent's researchers fail in the proposal hearing or oral defense, its partially that advisor's duties and responsibilities of the advisor. Clarify points during the proposal hearing and oral defense. Ensure that all required revisions are incorporated into the appropriate documents and so are software. Keeps informed of the schedule of research capstone project activities, required deliverables, and deadlines. Recommends to the proposal hearing and oral defense panel the nomination of his her research capstone project for an award. As a special advisor, she is responsible to be a provider, an encourager, a dictator, a pushy boss, and connector, an employment agency. J. Thesis Capstone Project Presentation. As recommended by the Philippine Society of IT Education, Research Committee public presentation is required. It should be a school-based presentation open for public viewing. K. Thesis Capstone Project Turnover. Project turnover is limited to the software developed, not including the equipment used during the implementation as stated in the MOU. In the event that the student is willing to donate the equipment, it must be stated in the MOU.